Whenever I discover a niche indie house, it's kind of a roll of a dice, but it's also a little bit exciting. Like, are we gonna find hidden gems that nobody knows about? Or are they just gonna be complete duds in pretty packagings with a high price point? So that's essentially how I feel about this brand, Onno, that's being introduced to me. Now I got 3 separate sample packs, but I'm choosing to do this one first, randomly. And this has 5 2 ml samples inside of a brand that I have zero idea about. I don't know what's in here. I don't know what notes. I don't know if they're any good or not, or the damn price point. So let's discover some new shit. Let's roll my music so we can tap into a house that I'm unfamiliar with. I believe it's Onno. Onno, like Yoko Ono? Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗿 Shout out to Max Roma for sponsoring today's video and sending me these samples for me to check out. I did request these samples because I like the discovery of niche indie fragrances, right? There's might be some hidden gems there, and that's kind of how I've discovered some of my favorite pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like 𝗙𝗪𝗔𝗔𝗄𝐴 was like a super small indie niche house. Now this shit is discontinued. You don't even hear about them, but you find little gems. This was another crazy one, Anomalous Perfumes, the Red Wedding Show. So discovering these on the low brands is probably where you find some gems. So I'm gonna cut off these little edges here, and we're gonna pull up the notes and discover, see, we got some dope shit. All right, so let's open it up. 5 different samples. Here's what the samples are, and let's go through the names in here. We got, one is called Golden Oud, second one is Mystic Oud, then we have Boa Dembre. What are the chances that I fucking open a box with a fragrance called Cuba Libre? For anybody who thinks that I planned this shit, there's no names in the back of this damn thing. This is literally just a random opening. Fucking sick. Something fell between my dick. Bloody blast! This is up my ass! And then the last one is definitely what the priest calls me when I go to church, sinner. Fuck this. Let's start off with Cuba Libre. All right, so according to Fragrantica, the fragrance opens up with rum, cedarwood, clove, rose, tonka bean, amberette, and vanilla. All right, so we got a little rum action. Let's see what's up with Cuba Libre from Onno. Not a ton of rum, at least not on the opening. Very woody and spicy with a harsh orange peel. I don't get much of the boozy aspect from this fragrance, unless it's like a spice rum, like a Captain Morgan. I mean, no Cubans drinking fucking Captain Morgan, but kind of, yeah, maybe spiced rum, woody, allspice, orange peel. Interesting. I'm 50-50 on it. It might be something I have to try on skin. It almost smells like Guggen, kind of the orange peel shit that removes the adhesive off of sticky stuff. I'm getting a bit of that. The orange is kind of overpowering, and there's no orange listed in the notes, which is even funnier. The clove and cedarwood are definitely present. That's where I get that wood and spice. But the rum, I don't know. We'll have to revisit that. Right now on the opening, let's go to Sinner. Sinner! Isn't that a movie that just came out? Sin is. I hate these fucking atomizers. Sometimes they just suck. Sandalwood. Ooh, let's pull up those notes. All right, so according to Max Aroma's website, it's cardamom, bergamot, cedarwood, musk, and cashmere. That's it? I'm definitely picking up sandalwood. Woody, classy, musky, handsome, gentlemanly, nothing groundbreaking. There's a little bit of a funk here. I like this one though. There's a vibe, but there isn't nothing crazy unique here about this scent profile, but it is very enjoyable. But you're living in that Santal 33, only a little bit muskier and creamy. I mean, I like it. Doesn't blow my nuts off, but it's good. Next one. All right, now we got Boa Dembre. Let's see what's up with Boa Dembre. The notes are amber, cedarwood, vetiver, black pepper, woody notes, patchouli, and juniper. Sweet amber and dry vetiver with a little bit of a suede vibe. That's very interesting, actually. Almost feels like an underlying tobacco, like almost a sweet pipe tobacco. Ooh, that one's a revisit. I kind of like this one. This one's moving me a little bit. And a mild greenness. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, let me put this one to the side. That one feels a little bit special, that Boa Dembre. I just want to run through these shits. I want to just see if I try them on skin too, because the test strips ain't doing shit for this scent. Mystic Oud. All right, Mystic Oud is papyrus, amyris, patchouli, musk, and oud. Very smooth oud in that oud for greatness kind of vibe. Even smoother though. Ooh, this one's nice. Very fall and winter appropriate. Very gentlemanly and classy. This is sensual. I like this one. Again, not ultra unique. Comparatively to the things that I've smelled, it isn't like, ooh, this is separating itself from a ton others, but it's so nice. Smooth, sensual, handsome. Yeah, no, I like this one a lot. This is very much my space. The oud is 100% wearable. Yeah, no, this shit is a vibe. Mystic Oud is lit. I'm gonna put that shit to the side too. That's really good. All right, we're down to the last one. Told you I was gonna run through these shits real quick. I don't want to bore your fucking brains out. Now, Golden Oud. Ooh, this one's leather oud, rose, woody notes, and saffron. This sounds very familiar based on those notes. Fuck, I just sprayed myself in the fucking eye. That sucks! My eyes! My eyes! Oh, that shit burns. Fuck. The rose oud here is money, sensual, very masculine, good raw hide leather. The leather here is punchy, almost photorealistic too. This is a really good leather scent. Again, I'm catching the same shit out of the majority of these fragrances, especially the ones that I enjoy, is that the scent profile isn't wildly revolutionary. If you have a large fragrance collection with different rose ouds or leather fragrances in this particular case, or ambery notes, or sandalwood notes, there's gonna be a lot of repetition here as far as the DNA is concerned. Now, this is something that you're gonna experience with a lot of houses, especially in the niche space, because it kind of just cross-pollinates, you know what I mean? But the reality is that these three fragrances for me, Golden Oud, Mystic Oud, and Boa Dembre are definitely the three favorites of mine just off the test strip. The Cuba Libre, I wanted to love it because it says Cuba on it, but I don't know if I'll get there. I'm gonna try it on skin. I put it on the side just to kind of feel it out to see, and then I'm gonna do Sinners on the other side. The two best fucking cool names that I was like boosted on based on the name. I'm kind of like, oh, this fucking atomizer sucks. I'm kind of like, oh, let's see. All right, let me give Cuba Libre and Sinner a little bit of a dry down moment. Please hold. All right, so let's start off with the Cuba Libre. Old school fougere-ish kind of vibe. It's much better, but it's very traditional style perfumery that my grandfather would 100% wear. The vibe on the skin is very different. It's very old school. This is not for anybody young. I mean, I might be still too young, and I'm not fucking young to wear this scent profile. This is very mature, very classy. This guy goes to the store dressed up. Like that kind of energy. It definitely does smell like an old Cuban man. 100% like an old Cuban man. But it's still very orange, zesty, orange peelish bright, but it's traditional barbershop fougere-ish with a very strong orange peel. Let me try Sinners. That does not smell good. My skin does not like that. No, I can't. That is not a go. So for me, out of these Onno fragrances, again, they're not inexpensive and they're very handsome scent profiles, but there might be a level of redundancy depending on your collection size. That's why you get these sample kits. That would be the smartest move. But for me, I really like Golden Oud, Mystic Oud, and Boa Dembre. But I do have two more sample packs that I will showcase in another video because apparently they have a pretty decent sized library of fragrances. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in this particular brand. If you know of the Onno brand, if I'm butchering the name, leave in the comments below which one you think is the absolute gem, and I'll be more than happy to test that shit out on the channel. But yeah, sample before you buy. I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game, discovering new shit every day.
Yoko Onno.
That was racist. Smooches.
Fly gun holder, money folder, roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.